And that's how it goes. You never ever know about the NWO. Deep behind enemy lines for December 2nd, 2020. It's almost 9 a.m. and breaking news at the No Link News Desk. Mayans nail it again. Yes, they do. Data sonification translates the mysterious fifth element into sound. More Earth changes and geopolitical upheaval. And another update to the New World Order from the No Link News Desk. Move over, Harp-tards. You will not see this earthquake prediction or earthquake news from dumbass doomsday disinfo Dutchie's magic 3D earthquake crystal ball first. So, in case you miss it, or you just want to wait around for dumbass doomsday disinfo Dutchie's magic 3D earthquake crystal ball news, you just want to wait around for it, be my guest. But needless to say, let's get to the science of things today. Back in 1998, I was listening to the radio show Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. If any of you are Art Bell fans, you would too know that many of his guests revealed a lot of information. One of his guests was Mitch Petros, who caught my attention because his space weather earthquake forecast equation rocked the global warming and Agenda 21 community. Just blew them out of water as they try to blame humanity for all the Earth's heating. Now, it made a lot of sense, and his space weather equation went something like this back in 1998. Sunspots trigger solar flares. Solar flares trigger the Earth's magnetic field to weaken. A weakened Earth's magnetic field causes the Earth's core to heat up. A heating up of Earth's core causes the Earth to expand and trigger volcanoes and earthquakes. A weakening Earth's magnetic field triggers shifting ocean stream currents and shifting jet stream currents. Shifting jet stream currents and shifting ocean stream currents trigger extreme weather and human disruption. Mitch Petros laid this all out in his space weather equation back in 1998 and revised it again in 2012. His new equation with the galaxy sun Earth connection all points to the ancient Mayan text and how the Mayan elders foretold of this mysterious element that perpetrates time and space. Yeah, the personification of the New World Order doesn't quite comprehend the pseudo metaphysical properties of the 5 elements of nature. So I guess I have to bring you up to speed every once in a while and explain to you how Mitch Petros dug deep and investigated and researched the Mayan prophecies and included interviewing the Mayan elders. Carlos Barros is a Mayan elder and a ceremonial priest and spiritual guide of the Eagle clan. Carlos initiated an investigation into the different Mayan calendars circulating, and Carlos, along with his brother Gerardo, studied with many teachers and interviewed nearly 600 traditional Mayan elders to widen their scope of knowledge. We are no longer in the world of the fourth sun. We have now entered the world of the fifth sun. And the date of December 2012 about the Mayan prophecies, this was the time of transition as we passed through a colossal global convergence of environmental destruction, social chaos, war, and ongoing earth changes. Carlos continued with this interview with Mitch Petros that we, humanity, will continue, but in a different way. As now we see in 2020, we have now arrived in the material world is now collapsing before your very eyes, and humanity has the opportunity to live out the most important era of the Mayan calendars and prophecies. All the prophecies of the world, all the traditions are all now converging, and there's no time for games. Carlos tells us that the indigenous have the calendars and know how to accurately interpret them. Many others don't. Doomsday dumbass disinfo Dutchie doesn't. He doesn't have a clue. His head's so far stuck up his ass, he's all about out to making money, enriching himself with profits and treasures from his friends and subscribers. The Maya understood 17 different calendars, such as the Tolkien and the Kolchi, some of them charting time accurately over a span of more than 10 million years. All was predicted by the mathematical cycles of the Mayan calendars. And they warned us it will all change. And it did. The Mayan daykeepers viewed December 21st, 2012 date as a rebirth. The start of the world of the fifth sun. Many in the occult called it the New Age, the Age of Aquarius. It will be the start of a new world order, a new era resulting from and signified by the solar median crossing the galactic equator, and the Earth aligning itself with the center of the Milky Way. As a surprise, many of you may not be aware of what's coming yet, but let me just say, for the first time in 26,000 years, the sun rises to conjunct the intersection of the Milky Way and the plane of the ecliptic. This cosmic cross is considered to be an embodiment of the sacred tree, the tree of life, a tree remembered in all of the world's spiritual traditions. Doomsday dumbass disinfo Dutchie says, well, his heart is in saving and protecting humanity. But many observers say this alignment with the heart of the galaxy in 2012 opened a channel for cosmic energy to flow through the earth, cleansing it and all that dwells upon it, raising all to a higher level of vibration. No, Dutchy, dumbass doomsday guy, it's not seismic pressure. So you've just been debunked once again. It's not seismic pressure, dumbass doomsday disinfo Dutchy. This vibration, Carlos reminds us, this process has already begun. Change is accelerating now, and it will continue to accelerate. I don't think dumbass disinfo doomsday Dutchy has pointed this fact out yet. And if people don't understand and, get prepared for and realize that much of the earth will be destroyed and a new earth will rise, just like the phoenix bird, the fire bird of ancient traditions and prophecies. So now many of us writing about the Mayan calendar, they sensationalize that date, but do you know we now have an 11-year solar cycle and have entered the 25th solar cycle? And Mitch Batros' research and science of cycle is now producing a higher level of powerful forces that are headed our way. And this news today, many outside of the realm of reality may not know that the indigenous elders who were entrusted with keeping with this tradition. Carlos told us that the economy, doomsday dumbass disinfo Dutchy, as you're all out about, making money on your YouTube channel with your clickbait, earthquake, fake hoaxes, forecasts. Yeah. Well, we now have seen the transition from December 21st, 2012 to December 2nd, 2020. It's all it was part of the destruction of the material world. We've progressed over the last 8-10 years into that transitional phase. So-called sources call it financial stability. But now we know how delicate a moment a pandemic can create a global crash in an instant. If you don't pay attention, well, hey, I already proved the North and South poles are breaking up. Global warming alarmists are claiming the oceans are rising. And at the same time as the land and the oceans, especially near the coastlines, many worry of this global warming and ice melting, but the Mayans talk about it in a different way. You see, they tell the story of how the Earth's poles shift on a precision cycle. And many go deeper into these so-called traditions. So you may not want to respect the Mayan elders, but let's journey down to and around and simply explain once again, which side are you on? As I deliver this message of life and light. Human beings are coming to me wanting the answers, and right now, every person needs to focus on their own way. We need to seek a balance within each of us. Just like now, the dark side is very strong and very clear about what they want. What they want is a vision, and their priorities clearly held intact. They want to keep their power and their hierarchy, and they are working many ways so that they will be unable to connect with the spiral of the fifth world. All right, give me just a second. I got to take a break. I'll be right back in a second.
You really have no idea what we are trying to do here, do you?
83915.
83915, sir.
March.
Seats. In a few hours, you're going to have your names returned to you. I'm here to remind you how you came to be numbers, deserving of no more respect than a cipher. You disgraced your country. You brought shame and hardships on your family. And now, you'll always have your number. It'll follow you wherever you go. And it's waiting to be used again should you fail to apply the lessons learned here. For those of you who may doubt your rehabilitation, I owe it to you to tell you that if you found your stay here unpleasant, next time will be worse. You'll all rise and take the oath of allegiance. Anyone not comfortable pledging that allegiance is free not to do so. Sergeant. Eight, 3-9-1-5. You will lead.
I pledge my allegiance to the flag of the community of American, Soviet, and United Nations of the world,
and to the principle for which it stands,
a nation indivisible with others of the earth, joined in peace and justice for all.
Peter.
What's up?
New exile list.
Bunch of names.
Take another look. There's only one parolee from prison camp.
Devin. I'd almost forgotten about it.
You really have no idea.
you never know. You never know. Well, what does America with the K have to do with the dark power of the declining fourth world? Is America with the K message strong and clear for those who streak world power and controlling the darkness? Yeah, Carlos said. The emerging area of the fifth sun will call attention to the much overlooked element. Whereas 4 traditional elements of earth, air, fire, and water have dominated various epochs of the past, there will be a 5th element to reckon with in the time of the fifth sun. That element is ether. The dictionary defines ether as a hypothetical substance supposed to occupy all space, postulated to account for the propagation of the electromagnetic radiation through space. Perhaps it could be defined as the space between space. And I would suggest it could be the manifest as the alignment of charged particles from our solar system, our sun, or our galaxy and the black hole at the center of our Milky Way, or a surge of galactic rays and energy from another source. You see, those on the light side everyone thinks are important, but make no mistake about it, there are a group of dark, sinister demons whose priority is to harness the powers of darkness. And they don't want anyone competing with the powers of energy. And so, you see, the New World Order and the global elite are negatively charging themselves in this world we live in. Light and darkness need each other for a balance. And that is what was written in the scriptures, how to walk a fine line between light and darkness. So, the element of the fifth sun is celestial. Within the context of ether, there can be a joining of polarities. No more darkness or light in the people, but an uplifted unity. But right now in the realm of darkness, it is not interested in this. They are organizing it to block it from you, to adhering to its power. They seek to unbalance the earth and its environment so we will be ready. So we won't be ready for the transition that's about to take place. They do not want to work together for peace and balance. They want us to take care of the earth and claim us as climate criminals. They've declared war on humanity and pursuing to wipe it out so that they can have a monopoly on the darkness. Our planet can be renewed or it can be ravaged. And now is the time to awaken and take action. Everyone is needed. You're not here for no reason. Everyone is here as an important purpose because we all make up the body of our Creator. This is a special time and indeed a time of growth, but we must be ready for the most important moment in history. Are you ready to make that leap? Carlos says the prophesied changes are going to happen, but our attitude will be ravaged. And everyone needs to act to make changes, to elect the people to represent us, and understand who will take political action to respect Earth. Meditation and spiritual practice are good, but also action. It's very important for me to clear up today that your relationship with Earth and understanding these ancient traditions and the call of your heart. But remember to respect that everyone is different. We're all created as individuals. And that's where this force of darkness seeks to overpower all of us and take away our soul. We live in a world of energy, and it's an important time to learn, to see that this energy around us is becoming increasingly important. As we draw close to the world of the fifth sun, for it's associated with the element of ether. This realm of energy, well, I'm about ready to reveal to you once again that Mitch Petros has led years of research in his work in reporting on these sacred things. And like our Mayan elders said, what is your intention when you stand in the flame? Tell me. Are you going to send a light to the leaders that you have the power to make war with those who want to destroy the universe for their own gain? Let's get one thing straight, everyone. Those that are in power are going to lose it all. The material world is going to vaporize and disappear. And like our Marian elders, their doors are opening, and soon you may have to appreciate the return of the winged serpent king known as Quetzalcoatl the dragon. We've all seen it. It's all been predicted. It's even in the Bible. The greatest wisdom in simplicity. So let's not forget that the 5 elements of nature have mysteriously eliminated the 5th element of our ascension to heaven. So as I speak once again this latest news breaking here at No Link News today, data now reveals once again that a sonification, a new cosmic triad of sound, comes from the mysterious 5th element. So let's hear the music, everyone. Yes, sirree. Are you ready? Wait a minute. All right. I got to scroll down. 3, 2, 1. There we go. let's get ready to bring you the show. A new trio of examples of data sonification from NASA missions provides a new method to enjoy an arrangement of cosmic objects. Data sonification translates information collected by various NASA missions, such as the Chandra X Observatory, Hubble Space Telescope, and Spitzer Space Telescope, into sounds. This image of the bullet cluster, officially known as 1E0657-56, provided the first direct proof of dark matter. Dark matter, this mysterious unseen substance that makes up the vast majority of matter in the universe, is known by the Mayan elders as the mysterious Mayan fifth element. It's considered the ether, the glue that binds the universe together. And X-rays from Chandra show where the hot gas in the two merging galaxy clusters have been wrenched away from dark matter, seen through a process known as gravitational lensing. In data from Hubble and ground-based telescopes in converting this into sound, the data pan left to right, and each layer of data was limited to a specific frequency range, which triggers earthquakes. So, sound waves. Did you know that? Yeah, that's just kind of touching on that little. But you know, he's got head stuff. He don't have a clue what he's talking about. He still took everything off my channel and trying to misrepresent what I've been trying to, lead you with the source of all this come from Mitch Petros. So, but the data showing dark matter, all represented by the lowest frequencies. Well, the powers that be want to block you from knowing knowledge of this. The X-rays are assigned to the highest frequencies. The galaxies in the image revealed by Hubble data, many of which are in the cluster, are in a mid-range of frequencies. Then within each layer, the pitch is set to increase from the bottom of the image to the top so that the object towards the top produce higher tones. Wow, okay. So the image of the bullet cluster provided the first direct proof of dark matter. Dark matter is the origins of the mysterious Mayan fifth element that I learned about from Mitch Petros. I don't think Dutch has touched upon this yet. The mysterious unseen substance that makes up the vast majority of the universe. The Crab Nebula has been studied by people since it first appeared in Earth's sky in 1054 AD. Modern telescopes have captured its enduring engine powered by a quickly spinning neutron star that formed when a massive star collapsed. And that's what we have to look forward to in the sixth cycle of the sun. The combination of rapid rotation and a strong magnetic field generates jets of matter and antimatter flowing away from its poles and winds outward from its equator. Sound familiar? Sound like space weather equation Mitch Petros came up with back in 1998? And for all those out there who never received his newsletters over the years, well, I kind of translated them into video for you all to see in moving pictures and see that data transferred into sound, which is why Doomsday Disinfo Dutchie got famous. Because he saw how I and Mitch Petros used the different scientific instruments to collect our data to show you the whirlwind of what many claim is cosmic rain. In other words, when it starts to get brighter, the cosmic rays will get louder. So these observations are for themselves, as you now never know. NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center manages the Chandra program, and the Smithsonian Atmospherical Observatory's Chandra X-ray Center controls science from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and flight operations, working in partnerships with the Caltech IPAC Center for Astrophysics, Harvard, and Smithsonian Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Sonoma State. What does this data centification mean? Well, we're now learning all kinds of new things of how the mysterious Mayan fifth element can play higher notes than harp tards can. Huh? Yeah. Where all them harp tards at? Now I'm just showing you simultaneously. Here we got proof now that these X-ray sounds are coming from a supernova. Dumbass doomsday, dumbass distance Dutchy. Those sound waves pass through the earth and trigger earthquakes, dumbass doomsday Dutchy. Well, you never forecast that shit, did you? You got your head so far up, you stuck up your ass. I'm getting ready to play the sounds. Let's go. Next two. And into the mix. Boom. Your supernova being mysterious made in fifth element. Once again, I am Never Know, Patriot Broadcasting and Liberty Tree Radio field reporter, number 8510. And as always, God bless the Republic, death to the New World Order. We are on the march. The Empire is on the run. We shall prevail.